Hey Jason, it's James. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk to you about how grateful I am to have you as a friend and to have you in my life. We've known each other for how many years now? I don't even recall, but quite a while. I remember you attending a seminar with your former wife, and I met you not right away, but as you guys continued to come, and then we ended up taking trips together to Egypt and Peru. We did a lot of fun things together. I sat down and talked with you about your relationships and your business. And, you know, there was a time when you told me that I was your mentor, and that means a lot to me. And then in 2009, the tables kind of turned. I know you'll recall. I was the guy that you were always coming to for advice and insights and direction. And all of a sudden, I was in a tremendous crisis and challenge. I was losing my business and my life savings and my home. And by that time, we had become friends. The tables turned. And instead of you coming to me for life and business advice, I started calling you for help. And you were there. You never hesitated. That's rare, Jason. I can't tell you how extremely rare, and maybe you know that in your own experience. I've said many times before, there's two kinds of true friends. There's a lot of acquaintances, but true friends, there's two kinds. There's those that will stay with you when everything goes sideways. And they'll stay with you in conversation. They'll maybe go out to dinner with you. They'll support you, console you. And that's valuable. You should cherish those people because they're few. You see, it's easy to love someone when everybody apparently loves them. It's easy to love someone when everything seems to be going their way. But when things go sideways, that's where the rubber really meets the road. And those friends who will stay with you and console you, that's important. But there's a greater friend than that. There's the kind of friend who will go to dinner with you, they'll converse with you on the phone, they'll support you, console you, but then they'll actually do something. When you call them and you need them to get something done for you, you can count on them. They're willing to set themselves aside, potentially, to assist and help you. Jason, I can't even begin to count how many times you've done that for me. I can't even begin to express how powerful and profound that is for me and how much it means to me. There's been so many times where you stepped up and you've assisted me in liquidating things when things were going sideways, and in all kinds of different ways. I don't need to define them here. But Jason, you're a true friend. And those individuals are rare. You've taught me a lot about what it means to be a true friend, and I can only hope and pray that I can be the kind of friend that you are. We all like to think that we'll do the most noble thing in times of crisis and challenge, but you never really know until you're there. But one of the things that comes out of a crisis or a challenge is you learn again who your true friends are. Above and beyond that, Jason, we've had a lot of good times together. We've gone out and had drinks together and dinner together, and when I was in tremendous pain and anguish, you helped alleviate that when we went out, just the two of us, and hung out. I didn't have to be the teacher and mentor anymore. I didn't have to keep up any kind of image because the image was gone. And we could just be two guys, two friends, two buddies hanging out. I appreciate that. That's rare for me. And so, Jason, I could go on here, and I'd still miss something. But I'm going to challenge you to pass it on. Because you see, I just find there's so little true gratitude in this world. It costs so little, but it means so much. And then secondly, when you have a tough time, when things don't seem to be coming together perfectly for you, when maybe you question yourself, as we all do, you think that maybe what you're doing is not significant. I want you to remember, Jason, that you changed the world because you changed my world. Do you get that? Whatever I do from this point forward, as I move back into the world, God only knows what that will be. But let me tell you something, man. Every single life I touch is also touched by you. Every single thing I do has a piece of you in it. And so when you forget, just stop. And my greatest hope is that you'll remember that you changed the world, Jason Tebeau, because you changed my world. I love you. I appreciate you more than any video could convey.